had such a great response last week when I asked the question, why aren't farmers selling right now when the conditions look more favorable today than they will be in the future? One of the comments I got back was, which people do you think should be selling? In which I replied, certainly I don't think anybody should be selling, but the question I was asking was about farmers that are at retirement age, and we know there's lots of really old farmers out there. The average age of a Saskatchewan farmer is 56. So average means that's in the middle. So if we have farmers that are 26, that also means we have farmers that are 86. So we have some really old farmers out there that might be thinking about selling, and this is a great time. People that are having trouble with cash flows, and they're over leveraged. And that's something I'm hearing a lot from farmers just the past 2 or 3 months. And some of those farmers are considering selling a portion of their assets just to clean up their balance sheet basically and to become more financially strong. There's all kinds of different people that call me that are thinking about selling. Some of them are just selling land that's further away so they can buy land that's closer to their farm. There's an infinite number of reasons. So I just wanted to address that with everyone because it was such a great question. Some of the answers that people gave me of why they think farmers in those positions that could benefit from selling now aren't selling now surprised me. The two that really stood out were, number one, they're worried about what the neighbors might think. And that had never crossed my mind. I've never made a business decision based on what anyone else thinks, and so I hadn't really thought of that. But this individual said, no, I think that's real. It's a bit of a pride thing, and they're not gonna do something that their neighbors might see as a show of, I don't know, weakness, or I have no idea what the neighbors might think, but that was an interesting comment. The other reason that 3 people actually told me, which I was aware of, was emotional. There's an emotional attachment to farmland that we don't see as much in commercial buildings, that we don't see as much in other types of business assets. And although the farmland is a business asset, people don't really view it completely logically. Often it's been in the family, maybe for 3 or 4 generations. And, you know, farmers have ties to the land. I know this. I'm a 4th generation farmer, both sides of my family, and I used to farm full time, and now I'm in a joint venture. So I get it. And I think that really is something that's holding people back. On the flip side of this, I've had calls since then from other people that are selling. And, you know, I've got one guy that wants to sell part of his farm to actually buy a different part. I've got a guy that's selling some just to clean up his balance sheet. He's going to try and rent it back so his acres stay up. And I did hear from one older gentleman as well that just said, hey, it's probably time. You know, I've had a good run at farming, and the kids aren't coming in after me, so I might sell. So a few more thoughts for you on why people are selling farmland today and why people are not selling farmland today. And I would welcome your thoughts once again. I'll maybe leave you like with a question like I did last time. What do you see moving forward? Do you think this trend will continue where farmers continue to hold, or do you think over the next year we're going to get more inventory of farmland on the market? Look forward to your thoughts. Have a great day.